Hello and welcome to Leo Legionnaire. I'm Leo. Today I wanted to do a little audio comparison between the Pulse3D headphones and the DualSense controller. I have messed around with it a little bit and I feel that there's a substantial difference between them and the microphone I'm using right now, which is a Blue Snowball microphone. And yeah, so let's get right into it. The audio that you are about to hear is coming from the Pulse3D headset. So this is how the 3D headset sounds. As you can tell, it eliminates a lot of the background noise, but in doing so, it also has a problem of cutting out some of the higher ends of what you're saying. So what you're saying might fluctuate every so often. It might be sounding clear right now, I can't fully tell. But in my testing, when I would talk, it would fluctuate the level of my volume on and off, which can be problematic, but for the most part, I feel that um, that's mostly a problem if you're using it on your computer on Discord. It might have an issue, but for other things, it might not. As for the sound that you hear from the headphones, it is really good. I really enjoy these. Uh, you don't really hear a lot of background noises. You might hear some, but like it does a lot to just kind of dampen it. Uh, I was tapping on some stuff and kind of thumping my chair there. Um, but of course, if you then touch the headphones like this, it might pick up some of it. It, for the most part, does pretty good at cutting that down. But overall, I think that it's a good starter microphone if you don't have one. But of course, this is $100 pair of headphones. The next audio is what you'll get when you get a PS5 if you don't have any other kind of microphone, and that is the DualSense controller. So what you're about to hear is going to be the audio from the DualSense controller. So this is the audio coming from the DualSense controller. The quality is not bad. I'm willing to say it's comparable to the Blue microphone. But there is an issue that needs to be addressed. It does pick up a little bit of extra background noise, as you can kind of hear a little bit of the ambience. But the main issue comes when you interact with the controller. Right now, it's just sitting on my desk. But once I go up to it, I'm going to just tap right in front of it. So you can definitely pick up what's going on around it. And now I'm going to pick up the controller. Now, sadly, I don't have much in the way of visuals for this, because I don't have a camera yet. I was going to do some stuff with the PS5 camera, but that'll have to come later as I don't have it yet. I literally just got all this stuff today. I got the DualSense controller, the Pulse3D headset, and the charging station today. I get the camera tomorrow. So I'm now going to pick up the controller, and yeah, you can judge for yourself whether or not it's a bit problematic. So right now I'm holding the controller, and I'm just kind of moving my hands around a little bit. And I can already tell from like the audio levels that it is picking it up a bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pressing buttons. So I'm going to start with the D-pad, just kind of going around each of the buttons. And now I'm going to do the face buttons, the X, circle, triangle, and square, or cross, circle, triangle, square. So it picks it up a bit. I don't know entirely how it's doing with me talking over it, but you can certainly kind of hear it. Now I'm going to press the triggers, the adaptive triggers. Again, it's picking it up a little bit. Now, what I personally find to be the loudest... Sorry about that. Besides rubbing against the mic accidentally, is the L1 and R1 buttons. They're very clicky, satisfying when you're playing, but might not be so satisfying to people in your party, especially if you're in like a intense thing. I mean, I'll admit the button presses are nice and soft, but it does pick up a little bit on the thing, and I don't know if that's anything. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my blue microphone for the wrap-up. So, that was an audio comparison. Personally, I think that they're all of them are good, of course. The DualSense is definitely a good starter, but it does pick up a lot of what you're doing on the controller, a lot more than what people might have expected based on some of the advertising that's been going on. The DualSense is okay. The headphones, the Pulse3D headphones, those I think have a pretty good microphone. They're really good headphones, but they do have a leveling issue on certain programs. For example, OBS Studio that I tested it on, it was stable, but if you try to hold a prolonged tone, for example, just kind of holding one consistent tone for a long period of time, it will drop it out eventually. It tries to make a decent effort of keeping it up, but once it hits like 5 seconds of sustained tone, it will drop down and start reducing the volume. On Discord, the other program that I tested these on, it also has an issue that's much worse where it will fluctuate up and down, but it isn't terrible. I think overall, for built-in mic on some headphones, not bad. And then of course, not really part of the review, but as a good control, my Blue Snowball, it obviously has a lot of issues. Just it in general picks up a lot of ambient noise. If I move in my chair, you can hear it. In general, I need to get a new chair too. But yeah, I think overall it's good, but it's definitely for you to make your own judgment of what you do and don't want to be heard. Like for a while, I was using my Blue Snowball on console, but I think I will, if I try to decide to like stream or something from the PS5, I think I will give the headset a try, at least a little bit of a try, seeing as it did do okay. It does decent noise canceling. As long as it doesn't fluctuate as bad as it did on Discord, I think it should be fine. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please feel free to like, leave a comment, subscribe. I will probably be doing some more testing videos on some of the products. For example, right now I'm going to try to test the DualSense on PC, see if it works there. I've been messing around with the headphones for a bit, and they're fun. But yeah, keep an eye out for things like that, and I'll definitely be testing out the camera when it comes in tomorrow. Whether or not I'll do a video on it is questionable, but I'll definitely be doing some sort of testing to see if it works on PC mostly, so that I can see if I can add that to a stream for PC. I'm rambling now. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.